Yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is Dragon Ball Super, chapters 43 to 50. So, very first link down below is the actual reaction, just so you know, this is not the actual reaction, this is me just talking about the arc as a whole, or the arc thus far. If the first link down below is not working for whatever reason, check out the full Thermite Kitty experience, you can find it there as well in the Dragon Ball Super folder. You'll also only find this in the Dragon Ball Super folder. I deleted my earlier Dragon Ball Super reactions just because they weren't very good. It's a whole thing. I talk about how I felt about the previous arcs in this reaction, so you can check that out. You'll understand my feelings then. I don't want to rehash them. Instead, I do want to talk about this arc as a whole, which, it's been pretty good. I very recently learned that it is in fact called the Galactic Patrol Prisoner arc, which is, it's not the Moro arc, which is interesting. I guess it could be the Moro saga, and this could be the first part of it. But it also opens up the possibility of Moro being like the Saiyans or the androids. Like maybe he's just the first step and he released someone that's way more dangerous than him. Or, he'll be the one that everyone focuses on and then there's some other evil lurking in the background. I'm not sure about that. Like, Moro is a really good villain. I'd really hate if he was sidelines. I enjoy his connection to Boo. I like that he operates more on magic than ki, that he's capable of being very dangerous in a way that our main characters can't just overpower with brute force. All of that stuff is super interesting. And, we've already seen 2 forms of his thus far, and he has potentially infinite power. As long as he keeps on eating stuff, he's going to be, potentially unbeatable. And I think solving that problem is way more than enough to, fill an entire arc. That plus the prisoners that have been released, I could see that working out. But I do like to gamble on my 1% chances of things, and I feel like there's a 1% chance that he is not the main villain, that he is just the prologue. He is the androids 19 and 20 of this arc. That said, I really don't want him to be. In terms of the arc in general, I like the Galactic Patrol. I like that we're focusing on the universe as a whole. The Tournament of Power did establish that there's not a whole lot of races left in the universe of Dragon Ball Super, or, in Universe 7, I should say. But I feel like this arc has done a really good job of making things feel big again. Making it feel that even if there aren't that many, inhabited planets left, there's still a lot going on. There's still a need for the Galactic Patrol. And, they're still understaffed in part because they're kind of not the best, but then we do have competent patrollers. It's a good balance. It doesn't feel like we're adding on a useless faction to the series. I'm excited enough by Goku and Vegeta in this arc. They've been alright. I am interested enough to see, where Goku and Vegeta are both going to split here. Vegeta, as of this chapter, as of the latest chapter I've read, is going to plant Yardrat, after saying specifically that he didn't want to deal with tricks. So I'm really curious as to what in the world he's going to come up with. It can't be instant transmission, right? It's got to be some other Yardrat technique. The only way they can really beat Moro is if they stop him from being able to drain their energy, or if they figure out a technique that can hurt him, regardless of whether he's absorbing energy or not. And I don't know which of those they would pick. Ideally, I thought at the start of this arc that Vegeta would focus more on stealth, because the main Galactic Patroller that I've been super enthralled by is, he's very fast, he's very stealthy. He was able to get the drop on both Goku and Vegeta when they were, not completely ready to fight, but ready enough. It wasn't a Goku getting shot in the back moment. He was literally shot in the back, but you know what I mean. Goku was on guard, and yet he was still taken out very quickly. I thought Vegeta would focus on that, and maybe he will. For all I know, it's going to be just he learns how to instant transmission behind people. But I don't know, that feels a bit boring, and it wouldn't fit specifically with what he said about how Saiyans are not a race that relies on tricks. So I'm excited to see how that'll work out, and I do think Goku will, start working on his tricks in response to that. There'll be 2 opposites. In addition to instant transmission, he also, Goku does have that technique he used in the Broly movie. The rainbow or aurora, freezy beam. Is there an actual name for that? I don't know. But maybe that'll be effective, just hold Moro in place so he can't do anything, but, I'm not totally sure. Oh, one last thing I want to say before I end this video. Um, I do repeatedly, in the reaction, believe that Moro is going to do its Spirit Bomb. Just bear with me. It takes me, I think, until the end of the video, maybe even beyond that, to fully realize that, oh yeah, his gimmick is eating energy. Therefore, when he's pulling energy into his hand, he's probably going to eat it. He's probably not throwing a Spirit Bomb. I don't know why I keep on being fixated on that. Hopefully by chapter 51 I won't be, but who knows. With my luck, by the time chapter 51 rolls around, Moro will be throwing it as a Spirit Bomb. And I'll be going like, there's no way it's gonna be a Spirit Bomb. Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Should I continue? Should I, should I follow it monthly, or should I, wait for a few chapters to build up? I do want to do them separately from Weekly Shonen Jump as a whole, because, it isn't a Jump series. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, thank you all so very much for watching. Bye for now. Nya nya.